Hi there, it's Amy from Cakes with Faces and welcome back to my series about cute, funny and strange gachapon from Japan. Now gachapon are capsule toys that you buy from machines. They're a bit like blind boxes. You get a mystery figure from the set and you don't know which one it's going to be. Now this is actually my 10th video I've made about gachapon. I can't believe there's been so many and I'm nowhere near running out of amazing gachapon to feature. They're always bringing out new ones. It really is never ending and I really don't know how they think of them all. If you want to watch the other videos in the series, they're all together on my channel in a playlist called Gachapon. And there's new videos about Japan every other Thursday on my channel if you want to subscribe. There will be new Japan travel vlogs one day when I can get back to Japan. At the moment, I don't know when that's going to be, but I can't wait to get back and film some more for you. For now, there's loads of videos on my channel about my previous travels around Japan if you want to watch them. Before we start, there's 10 days left of Japanuary, my Instagram challenge about Japan. If you're watching this as it comes out, today's theme is temples and shrines and tomorrow's theme is drinks. Post your picture on Instagram with the hashtag Japanuary. It's all about focusing on something positive and sharing what we love about Japan. It's never too late to join in. Photos don't have to be new or recent, and it doesn't matter if you posted them before, we'll still enjoy them. It's been really great looking through and hearing about all your memories and stories. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been great to hear from a few people who found it useful and found some recommendations for things to do or places to go. I think it really brightens up January, which, let's face it, can be a bit of a dull month, especially this year. All the details are on cakeswithfaces.co.uk/Japanuary. On to the gachapon. Now, if you think someone's been messing with your desk or snooping on your laptop, this is the gachapon for you. You can keep an eye on what's been going on with mini CCTV cameras for your high security home office. There's even some you can stick on a window or a cabinet for a better view to make sure you don't miss anything. Next, in the miniature items category, miniature first aid kits with tiny plasters for tiny cuts and bruises. If you look at what you actually get in each capsule, you do really need to collect this one. The case comes separately from the items, so if you only buy one gachapon, you might just get the case. And to build up a really decent miniature first aid kit like the one in the picture, you need pretty much the whole set to make sure you're fully prepared for any miniature emergency that might occur. But safety first. Next, animals on the toilet. They're designed by a Japanese illustrator who specialises in animal characters. This is actually a sequel to a previous series of gachapon called Bathroom in Groups, which had animals at urinals. You could line them up to make a whole beautiful bathroom scene. In this new series, they get a bit more privacy with dividers between the cubicles. And there's a whole lot of moods going on. The rabbit looks quite mortified of being caught on the loo. And the chameleon's standing on the seat, like all those signs tell you not to. Next, I've got some gachapon news for you. The good thing about gachapon has always been that they're only about 200 or 300 yen, so they're not too expensive to buy. But I've got some dangerous news for gachapon addicts and your wallets. Introducing a new type of gachapon, premium gachapon. Just look at the light shining out the capsule. As you might expect, they're more expensive than regular gachapon. The machines take 500 yen coins and the prices can be up to 2,500 yen. Apart from that, the concept's the same as regular gachapon. Apart from, the capsules are bigger. They fill up your hand, which also means the prizes are bigger. So far, they've only announced one series, which is these Demon Slayer figures. It's a bit more like a blind box, really. There's only 3 of them in the series to collect, compared to a regular gachapon series which has 6 or more. These ones are 800 yen. Next up in gachapon news, something for the current situation. The problem with gachapon machines is their high touch areas. If you think about during the course of the day, how many people will have touched them and all the germs and viruses that might be on them, it's really not what you want right now. So Bandai have come up with a solution, My Gachapon Handle. It fits onto the gachapon wheel so you can turn it safely without touching it, and I guess you can use the claw to somehow claw open the hatch and get the gachapon out. But you will still need your hand sanitizer because to get the Gachapon handle, you have to buy it from a Gachapon machine. Next, imagine a time far into the distant future when all the everyday items from our time have turned into fossils. This next series of Gachapon commemorates the Heisei and Showa era. Now these are time periods in Japan. Showa is 1926 to 1989 and Heisei is 1989 to 2019. It's designed to create a feeling of nostalgia for all the things that we take for granted day to day, as if you're looking back at them from the future. Natsukashi! That's nostalgic in Japanese. It's quite a bizarre selection of items. There's a picture frame with the kanji for Heisei era, a Japanese fan, a flip phone from the 90s or 2000s, some loose socks like Japanese schoolgirls used to wear. When I first became interested in Japanese fashion, I found it through the Fruits books with all the street snaps, and there were so many girls wearing these loose socks and I really wanted some. But by the time I got to Harajuku, they'd gone away and you couldn't find them anywhere anymore. And now they've become fossils. And there's a frill-necked lizard, which seems kind of strange, but I think what this is a cultural reference that's a bit lost on us. As far as I could work out, it's from a car advert from 1989 for the Mitsubishi Mirage car that featured a frill-necked lizard called an erimaki in Japanese. And that started a craze for this sort of lizard, a bit like the craze for pugs from a few years ago. Now, I've always liked stacking figures. There's just something about them, how you can collect them, and it doesn't matter if you get duplicates. Before, we had stacking pancakes with hamsters as a gachapon, and now we've got ice creams with penguins. Last time, I think some of you asked for more penguin gachapon, so here you go. The penguins are hiding in scoops of ice cream, playing on wafers, clinging onto cherries. You can build them up into an ice cream sundae tower. It's very cute. Next, another penguin gachapon set. It's called Penguins Dive? ? The penguins are looking very hesitant to dive off these caps, which you can fit onto the top of water bottles. The baby penguins are really cute. Next, tortoises with safety helmets as shells to keep them extra safe. The legs are posable, and there's various types of helmets as shells. This one seems to be in the army. Next is one I mentioned in the Q&A as one of my most wanted gachapon, vending machine buttons. They're from vending machines you find at restaurants in Japan. You see them quite often. You order and pay for your food at the machine and it gives you a ticket. You go into the restaurant and give the ticket to the staff and they cook your meal for you. And basically it's a way of handling the ordering and payment process quite easily at small restaurants so they don't need as many staff. And these gachapon are buttons from the machine. They light up when you press them, and on the keychain it's got a little ticket just like the ticket you get from the machine when you order. There's katsudon, that's pork on rice, ramen, curry rice, the daily set meal, and a dessert buffet ticket for a place called Cake Happiness, which is the Gachapon World version of Sweets Paradise, which is a chain of dessert buffets in Japan. There's one in Harajuku. I really want these ones. I hope they're still around when I get back to Japan. These next ones are also pretty cool. Mini vending machines. I can't see that they actually work, although if they did, that would be amazing for 300 yen. But you can press the buttons and they come with mini ice creams. They must be really tiny if they fit in a gachapon capsule. Next is another of my most wanted gachapon, a clockwork ramen display. I saw one just like this, but much bigger, outside the Ramen Museum in Yokohama. Now, the Ramen Museum isn't actually a museum. It's more like a kind of food court where you can try different types of ramen from all around Japan. It's really good. There's a video about it on my channel, and if you want to go, Yokohama is a really easy day trip from Tokyo. Anyway, this gachapon is a mini version. You wind it up and the chopsticks move up and down above the delicious bowl of ramen. There's various colours and different types of ramen. It's amazing you get this in a capsule toy. It's an excellent gachapon. I hope I can find it. I also found this other clockwork gachapon, clockwork dinosaur skulls that zoom along. I'm assuming the mouth opens and closes as they go along because It's got to, right? So I hope you enjoyed this roundup of Gachapon. I never seem to run out of amazing series to show you. I can't believe I've done 10 of these videos, and I'm sure there'll be loads more in future. I'm looking forward to seeing what you post for Gachapon Day in Japanuary, and I'll see you not next week but the week after on Thursday.